Hi everyone! In this video we are going to analyze the song Rocket Man, a hit by Elton John that was released in his fifth album Honky Chateau in 1972 and recorded in the Château d'Hérouville in France. This is a good exercise to learn how to play chords in different positions and to feel a little bit more comfortable in front of a keyboard. Okay, so today we're going to have a look at Rocket Man from Elton John. This is a famous song that he composed at the beginning of his career. It's famous. It's a famous hit. And what is interesting is that this song starts with a chord in G minor 7, so this one. And it's interesting because it could have been a G minor. In fact, we can hear this strange sound here, if I remember. You will check the track and you will come back. Don't hesitate to tell me if I make a mistake, but I don't think so. And then we go to a C, in fact a C7. So here is my C major, and here if I add the B flat, I'm in the position of a C7. This is the C7, okay? The chords, in fact, you don't play these notes too high as well, because the voice has to be very emphasized, so we don't want to have interferences, with the voice of the singer. So it's and it's very. It's not very high, but it's high. She packed me. No, it's not high. Not for this part. No, it's okay. In fact, so she packed my bag last night pre-flight, and this is the kind of thing that you can do. Okay, and it works. So then I don't know what happens if there are some notes, and you can play some notes, but not too high. Once again, so you can create. Prevent from doing this one, so and the number five. Well, you can do it, just like this. 0 hour 9 a.m. What is interesting is that here on this chord, then you go down here, and you can use this F, of course. This is the 7. In fact, it's the same chord, but it's like this. We come back to this position, okay, the C7, okay, and then we reach the E flat major, and by doing that, as we landing on the C7, we can go up by doing this, using this transition note in order to reach this one, and if you reach this transition note, you can create another chord, like for example this one. So in fact the B flat major. So we were sorry in I absolutely want to play a C minor. Okay, it's a C major with the 7, because C major, you know, this one is better. You see, this transition is interesting. You can create a transition like that. So by using this chord, and I'm gonna be high. It's a piano lesson, it's not a concert. It's a big joke. Okay. And I'm gonna be high. Then it's a C minor, so be careful. C7, okay? Kind of major, huh? C7, B flat major on the 3rd, E flat major. You go down, do exactly the same. So I won't repeat. You have to listen to this video. And then it's a C minor here. So here is the 3rd minor. And then you keep the same chord and you just go down 1 tone below. No, you go down 1 tone. And then you will play this chord, so this A. And on the A you play the F. So in fact you can notice that Elton John likes to play the chord on the 3rd position. So you see, F major, root, 3rd, 5th, 3rd, and we have this. And then there is a resolution later. See, there is a kind of it lasts a while, and then we finally end up here. Okay. Why am I saying that? Is that because here it was the same chord played on the 3rd, and there are some other songs like this. It's very efficient. It's very, very beautiful. So okay, well, okay. And now we are waiting for the chorus. It's the last chord of the verse, in fact. And you can modulate by using these 2 other chords. Here the B flat major, played on its 5th, and here the E flat major. So it's long, it takes long on this. Then the F. Oh. When you do this, you use a kind of sustained 4. So if I read the software, they say that it's a F9 sustained 4. Okay? So the 9 is here. In fact, it's the root, the 9, because 2 plus 7 equals 9. Whoa. And then this note we don't care because it belongs to the scale. And here this is the no, it's the opposite. We don't care of this one. In fact, it's the 7, and here is the it's the 4th. And okay, 1. Okay. So in fact it should be like this, but because we are playing a chord in 7, we use this one. So whatever. It's complicated, huh? So and this is the first chord of the chorus. So let's have a look at it right now. So for the chorus, of course, we start with this B flat major, and then we will go to the E flat major. So if you are in this position, you stay here, then you go to this position. If you are in this position, then you go to this position. And if you are in this last position, because there are only 3 possibilities, then you go to this position. Okay? So you stay on this chord. So of course, but you have to do something. So you move the fingers as you want. And then that'll be a long, long time. And then boom, change. Not letting I am at home. Ooh, no, no, no. So you use this chord, okay? So after 2 times, you come back to the same chord, but in fact, now you play it here. I'm a rocket man, and then you reach the C major this time. So don't make the confusion, because during the verse there was a movement going like this, but during the I will find it during the chorus there is a change, and these kind of things can create can disturb you, in fact, while you're playing. So because this is a trap, we do the same thing, almost the same thing, but it's different, and so the brain sometimes it's very difficult, you know. So you can note these traps in a song. For sure, this is a trap, this one. And because as you will work on the verse first, you will get used to catch the notes in position, and of course, the second time in the chorus, you will fall into the trap 100%. So if you can write it, say the second time I have to come back to a C major and not a C minor, it will be very helpful for you, because it will clarify the things before playing them. It's an advice that can give you. This is a music tip. Okay, so and then when we reach this, we climb up again. I mean, it's not a mountain, of course, but we go up. And we finally reach this chord. Then once again. And then we reach the first chord of the second verse. So you see, there are only a few chords. It's not very difficult, but because the positions are changing, it can be confusing, especially if you are a beginner, because your brains will have difficult to memorize all these informations. So, okay, let me check all that with you. So first, and I think it's gonna be a long, long time. I forgot the lyrics. Fine. Another man, I think I am at home. Ooh, no, no, no. I'm a rocket man. And this is the surprise, it's major. Rocket man, burning out his fist appear alone. Then it's appropriate to do what? A fourth chord. And you come back. And then transition note. And we come back to the first chord of the verse. Okay? And the chorus ends here. But now you can create cycles, and you can repeat the chorus, as it was the case very often back in those days. So there was a structure for these pop songs: verse, chorus, first introduction, and then verse, chorus, and chorus, chorus, chorus. And of course, the songs were ending with a fading out. So so this is the kind of things. Okay, so that's it for the song. You can train on these chords. It's not very difficult, but you have to train and to memorize the positions of these chords, because it's often coming back, and there are some traps. So learn the structure first, how they can be played, and then repeat the structure as long as you can master the song, and as long as your ear is able to identify and recognize the chord before playing it. So this is, for example, what I do, because I know so many songs that, of course, I forget the chords. I forget sometimes the progression of these chords, but when I'm lost, I have an idea about where I could land, like a plane that has big problems. And the goal is not to land in a bad situation. So if you memorize the positions of these chords, it's good, and you can train your ear to recognize them before playing them. Okay, so now let's wrap up, and thank you for your attention. To conclude, Rocketman is a convenient song if you want to practice the chords in their different positions by reversing them, which is often the case in rock music. Don't forget to practice slowly if you don't want to get lost and waste a lot of time trying to correct your mistakes. It's much easier to learn than to unlearn. If you like this video, please subscribe on this YouTube channel and press the like button, and see you soon for another video.